Hey, how you doing? My name is Azebo Bethel, and I'm going to go over the stories that I completed for this week's sprint. I'm going to go ahead and open up the build directly from Perforce here. Quickly, I press the tilde key and open up the command prompt to show that this is a development build. And we can get straight into the first story. So, first story is, as a player, I want to see the avatar's health so I can determine how close the avatar is to death. Completion criteria: create a health count that is visible in the bottom left corner of the screen. You can see it there. The health count between 0 and 100, which should reflect the player's health value. And the health will count down from 100 to indicate when the player has lost health. So, see, we have the 100 value there. Let's go ahead and get ourselves in some trouble. See if we can't get the health to count down from 100. And as you can see, as we take damage, health counts down all the way to 0. Okay, so the next story that we have here is, as a player, I want to see how much armor I have left so I can determine if I'm close to running out. So completion criteria: create an armor count that is visible in the bottom right corner of the screen. The armor count between 0 and 50 should reflect the player's armor value, and the armor will count down from 50 to indicate when armor is lost. So right now we have no armor. Let's go ahead and pick up some armor. And we will go right into the enemy, and what we'll see here is that the armor does count down from 50 to indicate when armor is lost, all the way down to 0. And we can go ahead and move on to the very next story. As a player, I want to collect an item so that I can reduce damage taken by the enemy. Pretty much we just saw here. We should do it again really quickly. So on overlap, pickup disappears. Just to pick up here. All right. Armor count is increased to 50, and my health does not decrease while I have armor. Right. So as you can see, my armor is being hit until I have no armor, and then my health decreases when I have no more armor, or health decreases when player has no more armor. So the next story we have is, as a player, I want to face waves of enemies so that I can clear the mission area. So completion criteria: enemies are not in the level until the player reaches a designated area. So as you can see, there are absolutely no enemies in this area here. And then we have the enemies spawn into the level when the player enters the activation square. And then you'll see as we spawn into the game here, we move into the square here, the avatar then begins to move in our direction. So the enemies decide to take us out. Now they're here. As a player, I want to be able to pick up health packs so that I can regenerate my health. So completion criteria are that we have a blue sphere placed in the level. Sphere is triggered when player overlaps. The health count increases if under 100. Health count remains the same if at 100. So I can quickly show that I'm at 100 health, and if I collect the health pickup, I gain no health. But as I go in here, take some damage, when I walk over the health pickup, I gain more health. So we can move on to the next story, which is, as the enemy avatar, I want to be able to traverse the level so that I can eliminate the player. And completion criteria that the enemy avatar moves to player location and the enemy avatar attacks the player. So let's spawn him in. As we can see, the enemy avatar is moving towards my location and it is attacking me. So those are the stories that I was able to complete in this week's sprint. I'm going to go ahead and pass off the video to my teammate, who will continue from here and show what they were able to complete this week.